In case you saw us, we're off of University today at Perry's Car Wash. Just recently changed ownership from Casa Car Wash to Perry's. Let me show you what we're doing. We're working on a concrete slab, a little bit of a complicated project. Come on. Today we're working on a flat roof. We're going to be installing EPDM. This is a car wash, so keep in mind there's a lot of moisture in it. And let's see what we're finding on the roof. As we walk over here, we're going to start looking at a couple things. This roof has gravel. It's got asphalt membranes, roll roofing,
adhesives,
fiber boards, and let's get a closer look down here. As we're opening this up, you'll see that there's a lot of gravel, little bits of gravel. There's also some roll roofing, some tar that you'll see here, and you even have some fiberboard. And if you could feel this, Trevor, feel that. What does that feel like? Does it feel wet?
Yeah, it feels like a lot of moisture.
A lot of moisture, okay? And as we get down to the actual surface, there's actually concrete. It's a concrete slab that we're going to be adhering this EPM rubber membrane onto. Now, keep in mind, it's a car wash. There's a lot of moisture, so it's very important that we install what we call a vapor barrier. And we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. As we look at these areas, here we have Daniel. Say hi, Daniel.
Hello.
And he's removing some of the edging or the wood that's in the perimeter. This edging, keep in mind this roof is completely flat. We need to add some kind of sloping, right, Trevor? And what's the slope that we're going to be adding to it?
We're going to be adding a 1/2-inch slope to the entire surface. We need a drain from the front of the roof all the way to the back to a gutter. But you can see how rotted the wood is on the back. This car wash has been needing maintenance for probably a good 30 or 40 years, so it's about time for all that. So,
and we're here to help. Now, let's show you where this roof used to drain down into initially. And you'll see here where these guys are removing some of this stuff. You know, it's so wet that they can just shovel it off because it's deteriorated so much, as you'll see there. But as we get closer, we have what we call a drain right here. And Maria, if you can take a closer look at that. This is where the water used to drain. Now we are changing this because this roof used to drain to the front side of the building. Now we're gonna have it tapered so it drains to the back. And that's one of the biggest changes that we're doing. So we're gonna add that 1/2-inch slope throughout the entire roof. We're gonna start with insulation. We're gonna increase our height by about 8 to 10 inches on this front side, sloping down to nothing.
we will also have to be adding a new skirting to the entire perimeter of the roof as well due to the wood rot. All the screws, I don't know if we can look over the edge here and see. In order to attach the skirting properly, we will need to install new 2x4s and wood here into the concrete with new screws. So that's another big part of it. That's what was unexpected at first that we're getting into as well. So.
And let's show you some of that rotted areas and how we're going to anchor that together. Now keep in mind, this is a concrete slab. In order to attach anything for the skirting, which here's a picture that you guys will see how the skirting is throughout the entire perimeter, is that this skirting is attached by a 2x12, 2x8, but it's super rotted. And it has a piece of plywood on the edge as well. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to install it with a 2x6 on top and then a 2x12 down here, so then we can attach our skirting to something that's solid. As you can see right here, you can see how deteriorated and rotted this is. Once again, this is a car wash. There's a lot of moisture that's penetrating from inside the car wash through, and that's why we're installing that vapor barrier.
So in order to adhere the new vapor barrier and the ISO and the rubber, we need to have a clean surface on this concrete. So we're going to have to kind of troubleshoot on how we're going to remove this adhesive. We were talking about maybe heating it up in some way to remove it. But definitely need a clean surface, otherwise the new product will not stick down to the concrete, which is the most important part, because if it doesn't stick down, that means moisture and condensation can get underneath it. So it's one thing we're going to look to figure out.
As you can see, where we've actually cleaned it, you can actually see the concrete slab right here. Some of the guys have already peeled some of this stuff off, but we're going to have to take everything off of this so that we have a nice clean substrate to be able to adhere the vapor barrier. We're going to install that vapor barrier by spraying on what we call aerial web. It's a type of adhesive. It comes in a single tank, and then you just spray it on. And of course, you spray it on with that adhesive in such a distance between each other so that you can maintain a wind resistance as well as a warranty on the product itself. We're going to install this panel throughout the rest of the location. And since we're changing our drains from the front side, and now it's going to be sloping to the back, we're also going to add a gutter to the back side of the building. It'll be a 6-inch gutter, 2 downspouts on each end. We have an upper level over there, which will have also another gutter. And one thing you'll be able to see there is that there's so much moisture on this roof that you can see that there's weeds and plants growing on the roof itself.
Yes.
And this morning, keep in mind, we started this at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. So we wanted to get ahead of the game. We wanted to uncover it, see what we could find, and see what were going to be the obstacles or the things that we're going to have to deal with. And it actually came out simpler than we expected. We have Jorge here who's helping us take this off, and you guys will see that there's this metal panel. He's taking that off. And here's another thing. Whoever put this panel on top, they put this cap over it, allowing water to seep in. After we're completed and we've added our new metals, this will be completely finished and we won't have this issue where water is going to seep in behind the panel, and hopefully that helps it last longer.
So with this being concrete and everything, and it's going to be a flat roof, what type of warranty is this kind of system?
That's a great question. You can actually get many types of warranties. On this one, we're actually going to put a 20-year warranty. Okay, Mule Hide is the brand of the product that we're utilizing, and what we're going to be doing is we are going to go provide a 20-year workmanship and product warranty on this roof. In order to do that, our adhesives, when we adhere to this concrete slab, we had to put our vapor barrier, we had to adhere with aerial web, and in between every layer, we had to add adhesives between 6 inches to 12 inches on center. But that's some of the requirements in order to get this 20-year warranty, as well as our seam tapes, accessories. They have to be Mule Hide, and our customer will actually receive that certificate that says they got a 20-year warranty on this product. Today, one of the lead guys on this crew is actually Daniel. He's actually been with us for about 15 years and probably one of the most experienced individuals that I've ever met. And I've been doing this for about 17 years. Whenever there's a question or there's any doubt that I have, this is the guy I go to.
Claro que sí, aquí andamos, aquí nos sentimos a gusto con la compañía de roofing haciendo este techo. El especialista en hacer cualquier tipo de roofing, cualquier tipo de chingo, cualquier tipo de tejado le podemos hacer. A sus órdenes nomás con gracias con la compañía y le hacemos todo.
What we're doing is diverting water away from your home at any point. We like the level of complexity. The more difficult the roof, the better for us. Those details is what helps us grow as a company, as individuals, and we're here to divert water away.
Thank you.
Here we have another employee. He's always about doing it correct, the right way, taking the extra steps and measures so that our customers are getting the best service. He's been with us for almost 10 years now, very detail-oriented and loves what he does, because we try to do everything we can as best as possible to divert water away from your home.